NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward, and that they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Well, the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 73 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front.
For the point after.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 45.
Jones throwing on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Falcons.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
2nd and 9.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo now for the point after.
For the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Falcons 14, Giants 6. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
45 tonight, 45 tonight. Hey, here we go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Jones on third down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Giants 6. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over.
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 38, Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ooh, with a juke. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, take 10.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
16-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 39.
39-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now Dion Lewis to return. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
6-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At their own 40.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Gurley. And he's got some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for Shepard deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Pass intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for
the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jones now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jones over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
39-yard line.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10. At the
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
David Mayo.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought him down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run. It's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy. for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He was brought down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Gurley. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run the option. They throw it out right complete, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Caught right side, Tate. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Wave goodbye. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big run there by Gurley. 93 yards. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
Youngwei Koo lining up for the point.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Jones throwing on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
59, ready. 25. 54. Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking. No hesitation.
Today's final score, Falcons.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.